Beloved Leo, welcome to your reading this week. All right. Leo, this is your reading. It started right here. Started with these three cards reversed. Wands, two wands. 9. The Knight of Wands reversed and the King of Wands reversed. Both came out together. 9 showing first. They're both, notice how they are both looking away from each other. Reversed, and I guess what would be to my right. Hopefully, as you see this, it'll be to your right as well. So, Nine of Wands talks about wounding, and it talks about wounding in the past when it's reversed and needing to let go of it. And the King of Wands is reversed to a relationship, and a relationship that could have been kind of fiery and temperamental. The first impression I get from these two cards. I have to say this right now. It's coming up to be sad. Have you ever heard of the saying, success leaves clues? Leaves clues. It's true. Success leaves clues. So do abusers. Abusers leave clues too. And most abusers never start physical abuse. Most of them start, like, you don't date a guy and all of a sudden he's slapped you across the face, right? Or date somebody and then that person on the first date gives you a slap across the face. You're not likely to go on a second date with that person if you have any sense about you, if you have any self-esteem at all, right? Any self-respect. So most abusers start subtly, not physical levels, on the emotional levels and the emotional and psychological levels. And when you notice those, the time to pay attention. The first time it happens, and the first time it happens on the emotional, the non-physical level. Because then when you pay attention, you can address it and do the right thing, which can be a variety of things. It could be having a discussion with the person you're with and bringing it up and addressing it in a really calm way and pointing it out to that person, because that perhaps that person doesn't even know that they behave that way, or that that's an issue. Maybe that person was raised in a way, maybe that person for whatever reason never realized that that was abusive or manipulative. It doesn't condone the behavior. That's why you discuss it and try to elucidate that for the other person. But then that gives that person to own it, have accountability for it, and make corrections, because we're all human, we all make mistakes, we all deserve second chances, and we all are living in the same, like, both beautiful and shitty world all at the same time. So we all kind of have to help each other out and give each other a hand. And when you're with somebody and that person doesn't know how to behave and you have the ability to help that person, that's what I think is the right thing for us all to do. So given let's say that you've done that and that person continues to behave that way, well, I have some pretty strict rules around that for myself, and I move on. I move on fast. When I start to see behavior that is manipulative or controlling or condescending or abusive or disrespectful, or even like crosses the boundaries that I have, that's when my flags go up, and that's when I address it with people. And if we are on the same page with things, it's great. And if we're not, then we're not. And that's generally when, if it's an intimate relationship or a romantic relationship, I tend to move on. And sometimes that person and I just get to a place where we're just different and we have different ideologies. We come from different belief systems, backgrounds, philosophies, and I respect that. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be in a really intimate relationship with somebody. For me, I want a shared value. For me, I can really bond more and have intimate, deep relationships with people who share similar values and philosophies on life. And that's just me. And so, yeah, so if there's abusive relationship or controlling relationship, I don't usually stick around long. That's just me. And that's just something to watch for. Issues that I feel are like about being controlled and maybe in somewhat difficult situations involving partnerships. That's the feel I'm getting off this. Just remember that. Remember that abusers leave clues. It's rarely ever physical. They're more subtle. You have to be really aware of them. You have to be looking for that. And you can do it just by setting an intention that you are safe. I'm safe. I am always safe, and Spirit always protects me. That's a prayer. That's a prayer for you. You can have it. You can call that in, right? You can call in Great Spirit anytime you need to and invoke that protection and invoke the true eternal light to be with you and to surround you. Pray that you are safe, and pray that you are shown that. You are shown when people are not safe, and you are shown when people who is safe and what situations are safe. So Spirit can help you with that, but then Spirit needs you to step up to the plate. And the first thing, it means to listen to the clues that are being given to you. Do what you have to do to keep yourself safe. And the way that Spirit usually operates on earth, the way that Great Spirit operates, like Great Spirit gives you clues. Yes, Spirit gives us clues with readers and tarot and people that come across our path. Yes, Spirit leaves clues through things like astrology. Yes, Spirit will send a bird right at the right time that lands on, the next post that you drive by and you happen to notice it. Yes, those are clues from Spirit, and we're not disconnected from those. But the biggest clues that Spirit leaves you when you pray is the actions of the other person. And if that person isn't being kind to you, and if that person is being hard to you, rude to you, manipulative of you, sending you signs. And your job is to listen. Your job is to watch for that behavior in other people, in the person in front of you. Your job is to watch for it in yourself too, because none of us are immune from mistakes or being controlling or manipulative or succumbing sometimes to behaviors such as those, or, just caving in and being weak and not making the best choices. We're all human. We all have flaws. We're all doing our best. And it's each person's job to be aware of that and to take accountability for their behaviors and then do their best to do better when they can. Yeah, and your job is to listen, and your job is to watch for those signs, and that's how that is how Great Spirit shows us signs. Great Spirit shows us signs primarily through the situations that show up in our lives and the people that show up. When you pray to be protected, and when you pray to be surrounded by safe people and in safe situations, and a person around you starts behaving very not safe, unsafe, threatening, abusive, violent, that's your sign. That's a really, 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 really big sign, beloved. Take it, heed it. So with that said, there seems to be wounding and injury in the past that perhaps from, as represented by the King of Wands reversed, which is the masculine principle. Again, it doesn't actually have to be a man. It could be the masculine within you. It could be the masculine within a woman. It's the masculine principle of fire, great fire, of inspiration, action, impulsivity, deep passion, but it's reversed. So there's a blockage, or I'm sensing abuse. That's why I went on that whole talk. I hope you liked it. Anyways, let's move on to the next card. That's the card right now. What is it? What do you think it is? The Ace of Cups. It's reversed. Ace of Cups reverse. Ace, remember, is a beginning. The start, but it's reversed. And the information that I'm receiving is that this was once a really amazing, you felt was an amazing opportunity, and you felt that it was, this gift, or see, it doesn't even want to stay upright when I talk about it that way. But it's not that anymore. It hasn't fulfilled your dreams and your wishes of that deep connection, of that deep caring, that emotional bonding. That's not what this is. Yeah, so then this is complete affirmation of everything I've just said, because the Ace of Cups reversed, upright, it's a brilliant opportunity for something new starting on a very deep emotional a connection of the love, but it's when it's reversed, it's one of the meanings is violence. It can be violence. It can be really deeply seated emotion, turbulent, can be violent. It's just disruption of plans, chaos. Upright, the Ace of Cups is joy and happiness and bliss, and reversed, it is destruction, chaos, and happiness. Completely inverted meaning. All right, so that is the situation. Let's call on that card wants to be seen, and it is up. Which one is it? Creation. Okay, creation is here. It just, whenever I see this card, like, look at the beautiful spiral. Look at the pattern. It's just this spiral of life, this pattern of life continuum, this eternal continuum. And the creation states that from emotion and bliss, it has to do with what we're feeling, right? The state that we're in, the state of mind, our emotions, our feelings, what we're putting out. Oh, I'm going to hit that pause later. So look at what you're putting out. Look at your emotion, your feeling. And if you're stuck in a negative situation, it's tough, but you can do it. There are resources out there. Reach out, tell somebody. Oh my gosh, my little lighter going out. Creation. So creation is exactly just, right, the thoughts we're feeling and putting out to the universe come back to us, right? The thoughts we're putting out, what we put out is what we get. Remember that, beloved? And I'm going to pull one of these. I'm going to pull one more of these for you because I feel that you deserve it. This is the one, you can't see it. Oh, it's desire. Desire. It's a beautiful card. The beautiful card of desire comes up. So look at what you desire. You probably desire a loving, intimate bond with another person, but you also desire, I'm sure, more things than just, because this card is sexual, remember, and this card is emotional. So this is twice now, 2 readings in a row. We have this up today. The theme, apparently, it's great to be human and to have our desires. And I think that there's a lot wrong in our world where we vilify them. I think it's obviously normal. It's part of being human. And I think we need more acceptance around it. It's just understanding that, yeah, we're human. We have our desires. We have our carnal urges. And that's so much more than okay. It's fabulous. It's part of what makes us human. To look at them, good to decide for ourselves which ones are good and healthy, and the ones that we want to move forward, right? The ones that we want to continue to create here in our world. So the one of the things that this card and this whole deck, really, the Universal Law deck, really has a theme in harmony, and I love that. It's one of the things I love about this deck. And this card, the Universal Law of Desire, talks a lot about, working that to evolve our desires so that they're harmonious and that they serve the greater good of humanity and the greater good of source, really. Because if we're really serving the greater good of humanity, then we're serving it to source. And that doesn't mean that you can't have a beautiful, intimate sexual relationship. Like, there's nothing in fact, if you have that and it's just putting more joy and bliss into the world, and if that's all it ever does, then that's serving humanity, and then that's serving the source, the one eternal light. It's blessed by that. So just look at your situation, your experiences, and when you seek to create the experience of harmony. Seek for that, intend for that, beloved, that is in harmony with what you want in life, that it aligns. Maybe alignment is a better word. Alignment with your core values, alignment with who you want to be, who you see yourself being in the future, what you want to create here in the future, circumstances you want in your life, the quality of relationships, the relationships that you want in your life, the quality of relationships. So see that, though, that aligns with, that your desires align with that, so that you can create from that very strong point here. All right, we have one more card, beloved. We have, okay, beloved Leo, that is your animal card. Oh, it's Turkey. Turkey is a really beautiful card. Turkey is a card that speaks to the wisdom of being generous of spirit and taking care of people and really giving from your heart, whatever that is. And it's just being a wise person. It's just knowing that you're connected to life. You're connected to the spiral of life. And it's just this idea of being, it's like in a way, a very mystical card, believe it or not. And it's just really having this deep knowledge, this deep-seated knowledge that you are connected to all of life. You are connected to this eternality here, that all life is sacred. And that life is a gift. There's a gift being offered to you right now, even though the circumstance in your life might be bad, and it might be like needing to remove yourself from not so great relationship, needing to recover from past trauma of some sort. When Turkey comes up, it's just such a wonderful, wonderful card to get. And let's do your language of light card, shall we, beloved? Oh, there's your card. Still out here. It is. There's only one light, but you might be feeling a bit disconnected from it. But you're still that light, even if you're not feeling connected to it. Just find a way to reconnect. Find a way to connect really to your source. Maybe going out in nature, going out in the sun, going for a walk, going out to play, going to do something outside. Do you like to ride your bike? I don't know, Leo. Go outside. Go do something outside, Leo. Maybe meditate. Maybe that helps you reconnect. Hang out with friends. Have fun. Involved in some type of, I'm just thinking like some type of improv theater or theater in general with a group of people. Some type of something to reconnect you to your jubilant source and bring that energy through you. So, beloved Leo, I want you to see this beautiful card and just remember, just take that in, Leo, because this is who you are. This one light that shines through all of creation, all of eternality, is you as well. It's in you, it's part of you, it's who you are. I just want you to see that beauty reflected in you, in and through you, in your actions, in your circumstances, in your life. Beloved Leo, beloved, beautiful Leo, thank you for being here on this reading this week. Join me here on Your Soul as Well every week on Tuesdays. A blessed and beautiful week.